6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Lal Mallavarachi and read by J. Yogaraj. First, the headlines. The ordinary level students who have passed 6 subjects with at least 2 credit passes are eligible to continue AL courses. Schools across the island are expected to be reopened under 4 stages soon. The train services will resume in compliance with health guidelines if the country is open. Malaysia relaxes travel restrictions on Sri Lanka. Passengers travelling to Sri Lanka can obtain PCR reports at the Katunayake International Airport within 3 hours from today. The news overseas, Huawei's Meng Wanzhou freed after deal with US. In sports, Chennai Super Kings returned to the top of the Indian Premier League table with a win over Royal Challengers Bangalore. And those are the headlines. Examination Department Commissioner General Sanath P. Pujitha says that a special circular with the minimum qualifications required to enter advanced level for students will be issued soon. Accordingly, students who have passed 6 subjects with at least 2 credit passes are eligible to follow advanced level courses. Addressing the media, he said around 75% of the candidates who sat for the 2020 GCE Ordinary Level examination are eligible to continue advanced level. The Commissioner General said he was happy with the current results. Accordingly, 231,458 students are qualified for advanced level. Meanwhile, Education Ministry Secretary Professor Kapila Pereira said, although the ordinary level results for aesthetic subjects have not been released, it would not be an issue for students to pursue their advanced level studies. General Manager of the Sri Lanka Railway, Dhammika Jayasundara, says that train services will resume in compliance with health guidelines if the country is open from 1st of next month. Several railway development projects are also underway to provide satisfactory service to the commuters. Meanwhile, State Minister Dilum Amanugama says a super luxury train service will be deployed from Kandy to Colombo before the end of this year. The railway line has to be renovated to accommodate more compartments. The goods train service will also be developed. Malaysia has removed a travel restriction on Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Nepal for fully vaccinated workers. However, inbound passengers from these countries will be subjected to mandatory quarantine. The travellers must obtain entry approval from a travel pass or a travel immigration portal of the Immigration Department of Malaysia. This is only allowed for Malaysian permanent residents, long-term pass holders, business travellers and investors, according to Malaysian media reports. This news comes to you from Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Ministry of Health reported that another 1,332 persons have tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday. This brings the total number of confirmed cases of coronavirus registered in Sri Lanka to 511,372. Total recoveries have increased to 452,692, while currently 46,150 infected patients are under medical care and home-based care. The death toll, meanwhile, has risen to 12,530 as 82 more fatalities were confirmed by Director General of Health Services on Thursday. State Minister of Indigenous Medicine Promotion, Sisira Jayakoda, says that door-to-door distribution of casket of indigenous medicine to fight the COVID-19 in the country is now in progress. Accordingly, this homemade box of medicine contains a powdered called Kudishadi Churania, a pro-immunity porridge, and drinks such as Suvadarani, and several prescriptions prepared on recommendation of experts approved by the Department of Ayurveda. And that's local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
Passengers travelling to Sri Lanka will be subjected to PCR tests and relevant reports issued within 3 hours from today. A rapid PCR testing service facility has been established at Bandaranaike International Airport premises to conduct rapid PCR tests for COVID-19. The laboratory can conduct 500 tests in an hour. Meanwhile, Minister of Labour Nimal Siripal De Silva says that Bureau of Foreign Employment has decided to bear the expenses for the PCR test of Sri Lankan migrant workers who return to the island from the Middle East. And that came to you in top news.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And now in Watch Live.
Schools across the island are expected to be reopened under 4 stages once the travel restrictions that are currently in force are relaxed. Decisions in this regard will be taken by the technical committee established by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Education Ministry and the Health Ministry. Secretary to the Education Ministry, Professor Kapila Perera, says that the classes from students in grade 1 to 5 can be resumed after the pandemic situation, as the children aged below 12 years are not required to be vaccinated against the virus. Thereby, 3,884 schools in total will be reopened for grade 1 to 5 students under the first phase. And that was Watchlight.
World News.
The headlines: Huawei's Meng Wanzhou freed after deal with US. Firefighters retreat as the Canary Islands volcano intensifies. Jitendra Man Gogi, India gangster shot dead in Delhi court. And those are the headlines. A Chinese technology executive held in Canada on US fraud charges has been freed from house arrest after years of diplomatic tensions over a fate. Meng Wanzhou, chief financial officer of Huawei, was detained on fraud charges in December 2018 at the request of the US. But a deal agreed with the US Department of Justice saw an extradition request dropped on Friday. Firefighters on the Spanish island of La Palma have retreated due to intensifying volcanic explosions. The Cumbre Vieja volcano started erupting on Sunday with thousands evacuated and more than 350 homes destroyed. Yesterday, authorities in 3 more towns told residents to evacuate. 2 men posing as lawyers shot dead a notorious gangster inside a courtroom in India's capital, Delhi. They opened fire at Jitendra Man Gogi inside the courtroom in Rohini, where a case was being heard against him. Officials say police returned fire, killing the 2 men. Police suspect a rival gang planned the attack. And that was world news. In development news, Galle town and suburb areas will be developed in order to ease traffic congestion in the town. Minister Johnston Fernando says that 8 roads will be widened and developed under this program. 2 narrow bridges will also be replaced with new bridges. And that was development news.
Sports news.
In sports, Chennai Super Kings returned to the top of the Indian Premier League table with a comfortable 6-wicket win over Royal Challengers Bangalore in Sharjah. RCB Istanbul to 156 for 6 despite a 111-run opening stand between Devut Padikkal and Virat Kohli. Dwayne Bravo took 3 for 24 as RCB lost 5 wickets for 25 runs in 4 overs. CSK chased down the target with 11 balls to spare. Ruturaj Gaikwad top scoring with 38 of 26 balls. MS Dhoni's side are now level on points with second-placed Delhi Capitals, but the top table with the superior run rate, while RCB remain in the third place. And that was sports news.
A safe, easy and versatile app for all your banking needs. NSB Pay for monetary transactions, bill payments, reloads, credit card payments and Lanka QR transactions. A range of facilities with multiple account registrations. Access to your bank needs wherever you are. Download the NSB Pay app from the Play Store or the App Store for free now. For more information, call your nearest NSB branch or 0112 379 379. Conditions apply.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Sri Lanka's bonds market saw more activity last Thursday after auction yields rose a day earlier after bond auctions were freed from price controls while the rupee continued to be hobbled with decreed 203 to the US dollar, despite convertibility having been suspended for trade transactions. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
A safe, easy and versatile app for all your banking needs. NSB Pay for monetary transactions, bill payments, reloads, credit card payments and Lanka QR transactions. A range of facilities with multiple account registrations. Access to your bank needs wherever you are.
Economic news, courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
Sri Lanka has requested the United Arab Emirates for concessionary arrangements to buy oil, the foreign ministry said, as the country faces a foreign exchange shortage and its state-owned oil retailer Ceylon Petroleum Corporation struggles to pay past dollar debts. Foreign Minister J.L. Pires made the request when he met UAE Industry and Advanced Technology Minister Sultan Al Jaber on the sidelines of the 76th section of the United Nations General Assembly.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
Weather report.
The Met Department says showery condition over the southwestern part of the country is expected to be enhanced due to active southwest monsoon condition. Showers or thundershowers will occur at times in the western, Sabarkama, central and northwestern provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. Heavy showers above 100 millimeters can be expected at some places in these areas. Before we wind up this news podcast, let's look at the main points once again. Ordinary level students who have passed 6 subjects with at least 2 credit passes are eligible to continue advanced level courses. Schools across the island are expected to be reopened under 4 stages soon. Train services will resume in compliance with the health guidelines if the country is open on the 1st of October. Malaysia relaxes travel restrictions on Sri Lanka. Passengers travelling to Sri Lanka can obtain PCR reports at the Katunayake International Airport within 3 hours from today. News overseas, Huawei's Meng Wanzhou freed after deal with US. In sports cricket, Chennai Super Kings returned to the top of the Indian Premier League table with a win over Royal Challengers Bangalore. And with that, we conclude this morning news podcast of Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.